Our retirees must be willing to step up, and so must our tax exempts. No one is exempt from the sacrifices that need to be made to save the city of Providence. Tomorrow I will be meeting with the Providence delegation to the General Assembly. The city will be advocating for the passage of legislation this session that ensures our tax exempts pay for the critical services that the city provides to them. We will also be seeking the ability, like Massachusetts and Connecticut, to collect property tax on buildings used for purposes unrelated to the educational or healthcare mission of the tax exempt. My message to the tax exempt is clear. You cannot be successful in a failed city. We are left with no room to compromise. A failed city will be a reality if you do not step up immediately. We will also ask the General Assembly to help unburden us from the cost of unfunded mandates. The city and our taxpayers cannot afford them. My administration is combing through this year's budget for additional savings and cuts in an effort to address our immediate cash flow needs. And we will work closely with the City Council to identify those as well. As to our taxpayers, let me give you an example of what you may be facing. A working family of 4 who owns a modest home in the West End neighborhood and drives an older compact car has seen their taxes increase nearly 13% in the last year. Working families have sacrificed. If tax exempts and retirees do not step up to help save Providence, that same family will face an unaffordable, undesirable supplemental tax increase. Our taxpayers already subsidize the tax-exempt institutions in the city. For example, it takes the revenue collected from 19,000 taxpayers, like the one I just mentioned, to account for the $38 million in property taxes not paid by Brown University. It is too much to ask for our taxpayers to subsidize these costs going forward. Additional tax increases are equal to worsening the personal fiscal crisis already facing many Providence residents. That said, if our tax exempts and retirees do not share in the sacrifice, the taxpayers will bear the brunt of this crisis. We will be forced to move forward with a supplemental tax increase, and once the devastation of that increase sets in, if we are still not able to overcome the challenges before us, we will be forced into bankruptcy. Public safety, quality of life, and any prospects for economic growth will all be greatly endangered, not just in Providence, but in the whole state. Individuals and businesses may follow the city into bankruptcy. The impact on our city and the entire state will be felt for generations to come. We must do all that we can to avoid this fate. To Providence taxpayers, I need your help advocating on the city's behalf for our retirees and tax exempts to take the steps necessary to save our city. I know that the taxpayers have sacrificed already, and I do not want to add to your burden, but I need your assistance. Please take action at www.savingprovidence.com. To Providence and Rhode Island business leaders, I need your help as well. Again, the devastation on the horizon for our capital city is very, very real. The impact that an exorbitant tax increase in bankruptcy will have on your livelihood and the success of your businesses will be untenable. You supported our efforts last year at this time, and we've come a long way. And I have no doubt you will support them again. Please take action alongside our taxpayers and me to encourage our retirees and tax exempts to assist in saving Providence. We have come a long way since last year at this time, working together as a community to get to this point. Unfortunately, the hurricane has not yet passed. I will do everything in my power to make sure that the city succeeds. But I cannot do it alone. Taxpayers cannot do it alone. Our city workers cannot do it alone. Everyone must sacrifice, or everyone will suffer the consequences.